So you fancy trying out some special effects? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I use and where's the best place to buy these products. So I'm going to show you through some of the basic stuff which I started off with. And if you want to know more advanced stuff, then just leave me a message and a comment and I will tell you. I might do a video in the near future with some more products which you can use once you progress. But for now, if you're a beginner, this is what you're going to want to start off by buying. So what I'll do is I'll start off talking about the most easiest stuff to begin with, and then we'll go higher up. So the first thing you're going to want to get if you want to try your hands at special effects is some latex. Latex is amazing. You can do a lot with it. You can use it to bond already made prosthetic pieces on, you can use it to make wounds, you can use it to make burns, you can use it to do almost anything. You can probably use it to mould your partner's mouth shut if you really wanted to. If he was annoying you or she was annoying you, you'd glue their mouth together with some latex. With latex, if you're going to want to make some scabby wounds or anything, you're going to want some cotton. You can get all types of cotton and it's great for different things. So you can get cotton wool balls, which would be great for making scabs and cuts and sticking things together. You pull it really thin. You can get cotton sheets, which would be good for making a latex piece. So if you want to make a flappy bit of skin, or if you want to make a fake brain or anything like that, that's what that's going to be good for. And you can also get like the big cotton pads, which you can use to block out your eye if you're going to do a prosthetic piece around the eye, so you don't get anything in your eyeball. These two items you can do quite a lot with. You probably wouldn't think you could, but you can. Once you've got that glued on, you're going to want to paint it. So to start off with, you can get some face paint. This is Snazaroo face paint. I got this from the range. Any face paint would do. I've also got this one here, which is more of a cream face paint, so it's a lot thicker. Whereas these ones are water-based face paints, so they can be built up. Either of them are going to work well. You're going to get thicker coverage of this, and you might be able to work more detailed with this. And if you want to do like a whole face white, then this is your baby. You can add a little amount of water and it'll get really thick. You can add loads of water and have it really thin. But yeah, you can even do a whole makeup look with face paint, as you've seen with my Crying Joker. And what is any look without a bit of fake blood? So I've got a couple of types, well I've got a few types of fake blood, but these are my favourites. So this is Ben YE Thick Blood, and this stuff looks a lot like jelly, but it's going to be really good for scabs and old wounds and anything a bit more where you want the blood to be more congealed. That is your baby. If you want runny blood, then this is what I use. This, I don't even know where I got this from. Actually I do. I got it from IMATS when I went a couple of years ago, and it was just in this random pack with my wound wax and some spirit gum, but we'll go on to them in a minute. And they were just in a pack together, and I can't for the life of me remember the brand or anything, but I'm pretty sure that Ben does some really good fake blood as well, which is very similar to this. But I really like this one. It's got quite a bit of flour in it. You can tell by the bottle that it's got like loads of flour in. But it's just a really good colour, and when you blend it in it does look a lot like blood. So I need to really find out where I got this from and get some more. Oh okay, it says on it, so manufactured for makerm.co.uk. So there you go. If you want to have a look at some packs, then have a look at www.makerm, so makerm.co.uk. That's where I got this, and that came in the pack with my wound wax. So if you want to make a cut or a wound or anything, then wax is pretty good. It is quite hard to work with, I will tell you that. You do need to be patient, and oil will help. So once you've got it on, if you get a little olive oil on your finger and blend around the edges, it will really smooth it out. This stuff is alright. I'm not that fond of working with it because I'm not very patient, but if you're patient, you can get there. And that also, that stuff all came with some spirit gum. Spirit gum is very good, it's a good adhesive. So if you're sticking on a piece that you've made or a latex nose, then you need some of this. You need to wait, with spirit gum, you need to wait till it gets tacky. When it gets tacky, that's when it's ready to use. So when you can touch it and it feels a bit sticky, like with your eyelashes, etc., that's when you know when to use it. You're also going to need some sponges. Sponges come in handy for everything really, adding on fake blood, doing your face paint, anything, literally anything. I wouldn't advise using sponges with latex because, well, you can because they don't really cost that much. Don't use brushes with latex because it will ruin them. With sponges that probably go hard. So like I've got this sponge here, which is a stippling sponge, and I use that to add like bits of blood, like I've been in an accident. It's really, really good. So I wouldn't use it on this because this is a very good sponge, and if you use it on it, it's going to literally stick together. It's going to not be very usable anymore. With your wax as well, forgot to mention, you're going to want one of these. You can use this for basically anything. You can use it to put your latex on. It just helps to not make a mess. And this little spatula thing is pretty good. It's got a flat end and it's got a carved end. So when making a wound, you can use your carved end to dig out the areas you want to be a bit gruesome, and you can use your flat end to smooth it down. If you've ever had latex on your face before, you know that it can peel off quite easily, but if you're starting to build it up and you're making something out of it, it's going to be a little bit harder. So we're going to need something to get it off, especially if you've got a prosthetic piece or you're using alcohol based makeup. They're a lot tougher to take off, so you're going to need an adhesive remover. And this one I've got is a Ben NYE, and it's called Bond Off, and it's £6.50. And yeah, it's pretty great. It's basically like an oil mixture. I don't know really what's in it, but it works very well to get off your makeup. Okay, so we're now going to talk about some more advanced stuff than the face paint. So if you want to start doing more detailed cuts and wounds and bruises, then you're probably going to want to try out first of all. Again, these are made by Ben NYE, but some other brands do this. I think this one's a different brand. I'm not entirely sure, but I haven't got, it's just in a little plastic thing, but I haven't got the cover anymore. But this is a bruise tone palette. So you've got like a bluey tone, a purpley tone and a yellow tone. You mix them all together and blend them well, you've got yourself a bruise. You just got to know how. It's not too difficult if you just do it on your hand and then do what looks right, basically. Ben NYE does a lot of these sets, so you've got ones for zombies, you've got ones for like scabs, all sorts. So if you have a look at him and have a look at his different sets, you can get an idea. And on the back of them, they do tell you how to use them, but I've ripped mine off and threw it away. If you'd like to advance up and try your luck at some alcohol based makeup, then your cheapest option is gonna be these palettes here. So we've got a tooth palette here, which is painting your teeth, making them gross, and we've got a blood palette here, and these are by Ultimate. And what they are is they sort of look like face paint, although they're dry, and if you were to try and use it like this, you're not going to get anything out. You need an activator to get these bad boys to work. This one is also by the Ultimate, but you can use anything that is 99% alcohol. You don't want to use anything less because it's not going to work. I got these two palettes off Amazon and they were £13 each, which is really good. Because if you compare it to this one, which is my Illustrated palette, which I absolutely adore, This palette is probably your more expensive SFX makeup, because this one cost me around 60 quid and it hasn't really got that much to it, but you can't really go wrong with these, the Illustrator palettes. They've just got a lot of depth to them and they just work really, really well, and I really want to get another one. So yeah, these are all the products you're going to want to start off with if you're a beginner. My next video tomorrow will be about where you can get these products. I'll show you the best UK websites to get them from, and the sort of price ranges, etc. So if you would like to see that video, then you better subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!